So I aligned the trend. You can see all of these areas that show the interactions. So for us, there's a good chance that we can see the reaction to these, right? Here's a sweep, here's a retest, here's a breakout. If we're gonna keep running into this direction, we should be reaching back and basing. Then the next time we base and sweep, retest, then we can go for another run. Right, so that's how we'll treat this for now. And then likewise on the bullish side as well, we just need it to turn around, run this way, and then show us that it can't get higher to run in the opposing direction. I think we might actually have, I don't know how much money's involved in a move like this. If we can get off the Zoom at least with a cool $500, $800, not bad. I'm not sure what that looks like on a non-inverted chart. So we got a rundown, base, 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 ran, sweep, retest, ran, retest, retest, ran, retest right now. That retest tried to get through this level here. So ideally we can take sells here, expecting this to stay under and run. If we don't get the actual push through this level, then we need to see this run and hold and not allow us to get back in. So let's see what it does right here. So if they come back to 277, I'll short it. Other than that, we'll look for price to hold, and then we'll go for the buy side, see if we can start this journey towards the upside now. All right, check it out. They're holding for buys. Boom, 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 boom. So if this breaks 293, it could see a run up to 309. If it breaks below 278, we can see shorts down to 257. I'll take a short on here, one contract. See if we actually get this. Otherwise, stops. It just stopped us out now. So you can see the hold here. There's the run we were talking about here for the buys. Seems like that buy side's back on. So they had us with these drops, recovers, drops, recovers. So this technically should have been the next drop off, but buyers seem to come back in again. So, and that takeoff was nice, damn. Just the wrong side of the trade. This is the same area they bought from before. It's holding that level now. I'll go for one. We don't really want to see it go back to 21,280. So it'd be cool if they step in the same way they did previously. And if they do, we might be able to get the 320s going on here. So finally got a push, but we do need to actually run and hold these levels. If we don't run and hold these levels, it doesn't mean anything. So I'm gonna put stops, a hard stop just in case. I don't want this to blast down and completely take us. But my hard stops are at like 279. You can see we definitely liquidated the highs multiple times after all those buy orders. So it seems like those buyers are giving up. There seems to be a pretty steady trend line as well right here. So unless they come down and completely obliterate this, we can take a sweep. So close under, close above, retest, run. So there's a tap, and it actually like get the jump above. I'll try one. I don't know how much money it is to get up all the way up here. Damn, that's $1,500, $1,700. All right, we're still down like 400 today though. And then if this thing comes back to where we really want our position, that's still $500. So, well, let's take this range as a deviation now and see what could potentially fuck us up on this run. Clone this, stack it on top. Because technically we got waves within waves right now. Waves on waves, bro. Alright. So boom and boom. So there's two deviations in our face right now. We did get a pretty sick entry on the deviation if we stay in here. So we just need it to actually get above some levels and start protecting it. So the further this goes, the better it looks for us. If you don't want to have a red day at all, you can always lock in your losses here. So we're getting retest, 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 sweep, retest, which is the reason why we bought it. We got a retest of the deviation, retest of the trend line, and we're here at price target 1 in the smaller phase here. So technically this can now, after price target 1, come all the way back down here and tap levels in order to stay in its range and then get that level later. But I mean, shit, that's $600 there. It's retesting this level and we tapped the final PT of all of this. Okay, so we got all the targets in these deviations. I'll put stops at these candle body lows, and I don't want to see it close any candles under this trend line again, or we're just gonna have to cut it if it doesn't stop us out first. This looks like a good averaging position here. So if it's gonna hold, if not, stop losses go under 21,385. So boom, you'd be stopped out now. Candle just closed. So I'll inch the stops above those candle bodies. And that's us. Now it can turn bearish and we can look for another entry. See if we can use this. If we can get the candle to close under this trend line here, then we can probably see it reach up and show. And we can get our next dump. So gotta close under. Probably see it test the line a few times. See if we get an opportunity for it or not. If not, it'll fling up. There is the retest for the dump. And then that needs to break through this low here. So I'm not sure how many times we retest this. It'd be cool if we can get a sweep of it. That'll be better confirmations. If we can get more action on this line, and then actually get like some kind of impulse, and then show that it can't go higher, and then come back to this line, I think that trade would be a banger. Okay, I'll give it a stop order on 215 if we flush through that. Otherwise, just gonna tap us and then fling back up again. So just tap the blue line. If it flings up to 222s, then technically the perfect trade's out the way, which means we'll need a lot more candle play. So it looks like 222s might get tapped. We needed it to break under, tap, and then the next one would just flush straight through if we wanted like real direction. So now they're gonna play with this level. You can see it grinding on the level here. So if it comes down and grinds, you can try to take that opportunity to get back up again. We don't want that. We want it to just completely flush. So if it keeps the range, then it's gonna keep stopping us out for like 200 bucks each time. I got stops in above those highs, and we're expecting the flush. If it does, then we can add another contract. If it doesn't, then that's 2 attempts for this one setup that we just have to leave alone. So tried to short it here, should have dumped. Trying to short it here. If it don't dump, then it's coming to stop us out. We can probably move the stops in as well, back to like 225 or 225 here. That was a pretty drop. So now we have to stay under this black trend line. Otherwise, they'll fling all the way back up and grab stops once again. And then if we can get this to close and push down again, then I'll put it at 197. Perfect. I think our stops are good there. If it comes back up for a quick spike, then so be it. Let's go. All right, stops at 185. And then that'll lock in $600 for us. And then right here, like, we do have to let go of price. Because if not, they're gonna try the attempt to get 183 once more. You can see them holding the wicks here. That was our first candle actually closing low. So we don't want any candles closing higher. There it is, candle closed high, big rally. Nice stop loss management, my boy. All right, so check it out, right? We got the dump. That's usually the buy. So you'll put in buys there. If they want to stop you out, they come back up and bing, take us out at 21,516. If they do that, then we'll start focusing on that sell side again for the next leg up. Meaning, you see it runs, then it bases, and then it runs, and it bases. So we'll just be grabbing, just to come back in, and then that'll be the run. So I'm gonna put shorts in on 21,526. All right, stop loss is going at this wick. There's a sweep again. They're gonna probably try one more reach back. Yeah, they closed in, they retested it. Yeah, they're gonna stop us out if they don't run back up right now. Tough. So we just talked about this too, right? Broke under, retested, just trying to go back down this way. So after they did this wick, they needed to close the candle inside. You can see how they phased out. So we might have one opportunity again if we get back in there. Otherwise, they're going to use this as confirmation for the bullish side and then start pushing it this way. Oh, this, all right. I'll give her one more go on the breakout. One contract this time. This is the flat top of the, what the hell? This is the flat top of the 3 slash. So if they want to give us a hard time, they're just going to keep fucking around with this trend line. If we can keep our average inside of the black box, preferably on the lower end of it. So we broke up and we have a retest. If we can keep that retest, then we'll be on game. If it breaks that again, they can go for another bullish run. So I'll put tight stops on that. All right, I'll put it at this wick. Oh man, it just keeps stopping me. Okay, I guess we'll close that. So it failed to go in twice. So we know that if it failed once and failed again, they're gonna use this for. That was 2 fails there for about $600 loss. All right, so I'd say game plan here would be, this is supposed to be that 1, 2, 3, right? So you know how if it goes through the 1, 2, 3, it's like the manipulation experience, and then you're supposed to wait for break and retest. Well, technically, if we see it go up and it can't get above, we should be able to short the 1, 2, 3 and watch it not be able to get above the 1, 2, 3 for a new low. I'm gonna invert the chart again just to see what that looks like. So we might actually be able to still get that now, because now there's an actual order block here and a trend line to use. So it's just about if we can get back into that area here. If we get in there, tap in, come under, and then there should be no reason why that wouldn't take us towards the upside if we just failed to drop. All right, so here it is. I think I'll go for this buy. We have to be okay with it going, damn, I can't even do it. Back to 21,520 max. So we don't want it to close any candles up there if we want the chance for buys. So push candle through, it just closed right on top. So another small loss on this entries here. Spending a lot of time on these discounted areas, so there's a good chance they're probably not going to run it. Here's your 1, here's your 2, there's your 3. The 4 is not allowed to be back in the 1. Then the 5 needs to be above the 3. So technically sell stops down here at 21,513. If we can't get those highs, then get slapped. Take us out of the trade, unfortunately. Max price target will be right there. Assuming we actually can push before this. Otherwise, it's going to come down and stop us out. I'm going to put stops under this wick right here. And call it a day. There it is. Took the stops. So it seems like this has been the fair value exchange. They just passed through this shit. But this is looking nice for the blast off. But I'm gonna flip it upside down. I think that would fit the brain a little better. So we're getting that drop base. And then if that gives us the next drop, we'd expect that to, give us that actual continuation. Oh, nice. Just came to grab that psych level. Pretty good. I'm not sure how many times we need to experience this level here, unless price is slowly finding a way to just really squeeze into this triangle. If we're gonna break out, we need to break out in the next 30 seconds. So that's like 2 more candles, otherwise stops are coming. All right, there we go. So technically stop loss should be at 21,680. Dang, I already know they're about to come down. Slap that boy. But we'll put it there for the moment, just in case any anomalies happen. And then we'll wait to see what experience we get. We'll just keep trailing that guy. I'm gonna invert my chart because this looks like a nuke play for us. And then that gives us the fucking blasties back to where? Yeah. Sheesh, stop playing with it. Nah, they're not giving that today. Come on now. You know they're not going to give that today, bruh. Let's lock in 3. Keep 1, right? You can't be mad at that. 1 guy, carry him to the depths. Lock in 3 at the PTs, right? So if we do not fumble below this right now, then we'll probably come back up to 21,723. And from that, we need the articulation to show us that it doesn't want to go lower in order to go low. But usually after big dumps like this, you get relief rallies that could just come up and then come down.